Jackson State wide receiver Seven McGee, the first commit to Coach TC Taylor when he took over the job after the departure of Deion Sanders, has actually hit the transfer portal. Let's talk some about why Seven may have done that and what this means for Jackson State after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYJr, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, notification bell because I upload all the time. I know. I've been neglecting you guys, as you see. I've been under the weather, and a lot's been going on in my life. But I'm here today to talk about Seven McGee, one of the players people were most excited about going into the 2023 season for Jackson State post Deion Sanders, has actually hit the transfer portal and looks as if he will be leaving 1400 JR Lynch Street. Let's take a look at Seven's Twitter account, as he announced himself that he would be hitting the portal. This comes directly from Seven McGee. It says, "I'll be entering my name in the transfer portal with 2 years of eligibility remaining. Thank you, Jackson." Now, if you remember, Seven McGee was actually one of the very first, but I think he was the first player to commit to Coach TC Taylor after he took over as the head coach of Jackson State. I think they were actually getting ready for the Celebration Bowl, or maybe right after the Celebration Bowl, when Seven McGee put his name or committed to JSU after leaving Oregon. This is Seven McGee. He's a New York City native, played at Oregon, and then came to Jackson State. Now, this was a bit of an underwhelming year for Seven McGee at JSU. JSU fans and me alike, we all expected big things from Seven McGee to be the ultimate Swiss Army knife gadget player, just all around, get the ball in his hands and let him go out there and make plays. And that's not exactly what happened. Seven missed a bunch of time early during the season with injuries, and he finished the season, I think, with 19 catches for only 136 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. It's just not good enough for a kid of his caliber. Now, there are a number of reasons of why Seven didn't make the splash and make the impact that we all thought he would. One, the injuries is number one. I mean, the man missed the first half of the season essentially just with injuries. He was out for a prolonged period, a lot longer than most people expected. I didn't think he'd be out that long, but nonetheless, he was out. And when he did, he still made minimal impact. Like I said, 19 catches, only 136 yards over the duration of the season, only 4 touchdowns over the duration of the season. And for a young man of his caliber and a young man who expected to be one of the faces of Jackson State, he probably felt like there are better opportunities somewhere else for him to be in an offense where he can thrive if he's healthy. The biggest thing is if the man's healthy. Now, with Seven having already transferred from Oregon to Jackson and now leaving Jackson after 1 year, I know the transfer portal, they're trying to tighten up on things and not granting immediate eligibility. He'll probably have to file for some type of waiver. So that'll be interesting to watch how that plays out. But I'm also curious as to where Seven thinks he's going to go. I mean, this is no disrespect to the young man, but the only tape, because you didn't have no tape out of Oregon. You know, all you had was hype out of Oregon. You didn't really have any tape, but you had a lot of hype and a lot of prestige as a high school recruit. But now there's some tape, and now people are concerned if you'll be able to stay healthy. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen Seven McGee. Seven McGee is not a very big man. I'm not a very big man, but Seven McGee isn't a very big man. So I'm curious if he will be able to jump back up to FBS, or will he have to find a landing spot somewhere in the FCS and or the HBCU realm of a la Quay Davis, who was also a highly rated recruit that left Jackson State and ended up at Texas Southern. I'm a little bit shocked and a little bit disappointed in the Seven McGee time at Jackson State, because like I said, he was the first commit to TC Taylor, and they put him out in front. All of their Under Armour campaigns and all the stuff that they did with Under Armour Seven McGee was one of the guys up at the front. Like it was Seven McGee, it was Rico Powers, and it was Jalen Hughes. Now, off script tweeted that Seven McGee, Duke Miller, both of them already in the transfer portal, and Rico Powers would all hit the portal at the end of the season. Right now, he's 2 for 3. And he said he's got one more to go. So you'll have to watch out to see if Rico Powers will be the third wide receiver out of that room who was able to play for Jackson State to hit the portal. That'll be something to keep an eye on because losing Rico Powers with 7 and Duke Miller, all guys that all started games for JSU, it'd be tough. That'll be tough. I'm not saying it's impossible to replace, but it'll be tough. I saw that Isaiah Spencer, the freshman phenom, already tweeted out that he'll be back at JSU. That's big to have Isaiah to continue to build him throughout the JSU program. A Mississippi, a Madison, Nate, went to Madison High School. He's a big time player. It's good to have him back. But losing Seven McGee hurts. I do think in year 2 that Coach TC Taylor and offensive coordinator Maurice Harris will be able to make things shake a little better than they did. I think they have their quarterback in Jacoby and Morgan, who was already in the program, who will have another year under the system to learn the system and get better. And he is a weapon. He is a weapon in itself. So having Jacoby and Morgan in another year negates a little bit of the loss of a guy like Seven McGee. But keep an eye out, though. I've been told by, now that I'm back in the mix and hopefully I feel better and I'm under the weather a little bit, that there will be some names that return to JSU that were once a part of the Tigers. Keep an eye and just know you heard it here first. My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victory Formation Sports Show. Seven McGee, JSU wide receiver, back in the transfer portal. He will be leaving Coach TC Taylor and the Jackson State Tigers. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is JeffLightsy This is the Victory Formation Sports Show. You can follow me on Instagram and X at JLightsy7. That is Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Peace.